Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lighty, and today I'm gonna be discussing like two ideas I have. They're kind of like, I guess, game dev ideas. They're just implementations I'd like to hear what you guys think about. And it's about Path, and it's almost not specifically geared towards solo self-found, but definitely I wouldn't have come up with this type of shit if I wasn't playing solo self-found. You know, basically the only way to obtain uniques in solo self-found at the moment is either finding them or chancing them, or yeah, that's it, I guess, or creating them if they have a vendor recipe. So I just thought of a cool idea that, you know, might work for some scenarios. So one of the ideas is a gambling based vendor. What I mean by this is when you go to the vendor and you click on his, instead of just getting power amulets and you see the rarity, they would be a random rarity, very similar to what I'm about to put in screen in a second. Bam. This is Torchlight 2. The function's the same way that Diablo 2 had it, actually. And it's just that the vendor sells the base, and then the base has a specific value. It, of course, would be more expensive. So this is a mock-up I just made for shits and giggles. And something like, maybe like a Chaos or base, so it'd be more expensive. It might even be a different vendor, so she has a third page, for example. What it would do is it would just have a chance of rolling it normal, magic, or rare, or unique, if that unique can have from a base, you know? So if it's a base that doesn't have a unique, then there's not going to be unique, obviously. Like, there's no unique small mana flask, I don't think, so if I try to do this, you know, it would either be normal or magic. But I thought this was a cool idea, because that is another way that maybe, it's like essentially a way of using chance orbs, or maybe if you just in a race, or depending on the scenario, it might be more advantageous. You might just want to feel like risking it. You know, like a lot of times you have Chaos Despair and you don't want to use it on, it's a possibility, you don't just want to Chaos spam. You might want to get some more value out of it. And I like the system because it generates more uniques, and it's also a massive chaos sink, which I think is one of the biggest problems that both Path has in League and in the permanent standard leagues, is chaos is inflated like crazy. You know, obviously 3.0 is around the corner, so that might not be the case when the shift happens, depending on how they do the masters and how they do chaos sinks. But if they had a gambling type system like this, where you could just toss all your chaos on random fucking shit, maybe it'll just make even a dent. So the second system I want to talk about is more of a shop-based system. Now the shop-based system, I mean, is for solo self-found, like I said earlier, the only way to obtain unique is by finding them or chancing them. I thought it might be cool if there was a shop system that sold at hyper inflated prices unique items. Maybe not every unique item, maybe the unique items from the vendor change every time you level, similar to how vendors reset when you level. And I thought it looked something like this. Now this obviously is in Chaos and Exalted. I don't know which one I would put for each yet, and the values are completely arbitrary, but the idea is it's going to be hyper inflated prices for maybe some more build enabling uniques. Or I kind of do like the system where every time you level, you know, maybe it's the inventory of one full inventory screen of unique, so whatever that fills that screen, whether it be you know, 2x4s or 3x1s, based off that screen, they have just different values, and maybe they have value brackets similar to how Kadiro has value bracket. For example, from Kadiro, Headhunter can be anywhere from, like, you know, 8 to 20k Brandis coins. Well, maybe you get like a Eye of Chiula is being sold by the unique vendor, and it's from anywhere from 100 to 300 chaos. Now obviously you're never going to pay for that in League, that's fine, but in solo self-found you can't trade, and I feel like it's almost a fair amount, something like that. Like, I would personally, I'd pay, you know, 150C for an Eye of Chiula because it's something so important. Or something like Soul Taker for 10x. Obviously, it's a crazy amount if you're ever to pay it. But there's not much of an Exalted sync in solo self-found, and I thought it'd be a cool way to maybe spur up some more engagement in solo self-found, in the same way having some massive currency sync, so you feel like your farming at least is going towards something. Even more so, say you're farming, you have a bunch of currency, and then he's selling some unique that maybe isn't even for your build, but it's just a cool unique in general. You know, you might want to re-roll because of it. So I think it opens up a lot of doors. So obviously these two systems are extremely fresh, and I've been thinking about it for some time now, but I'd like to hear what you guys think about the subject, and if you have any ideas similar to mine, or can, you know, add on to my idea in any which way. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I'm Lighty. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Oh my god, fucking Path, stop crashing. Just try to resize it. Piece of shit client.